been a week or so for me, so I gotta kind of catch up to where I was at and like what I'm doing, and just a little bit, just a little bit. I don't know if it's even worth it. Might be better to go back to the third floor if I wanted to grind. I even have to figure out, like, what am I even doing? What's my objective? I could go here. I got get that little boy mage, Ewan. It'd be good to get him before I start going grind happy. But it would be good to power up a few people, so. I'll say it a million times. It's a crapshoot. Ending up getting an Erika that's got a good strength. I got lucky, so that's pretty cool. Some quests I'm not so lucky. I have one quest where she's like at level 20 and her strength's not even 10. That sucks. We got unlucky with Ross here with that skill, that boo-boo skill he's rocking. Means I guess I gotta go to the third floor again to get more money, so it's not gonna beat itself, it's not gonna grind itself. Sorry, it's kind of jumpy. Pair up with Ewan. Oh, he's maxed out. Okay, got it. They flash when they're maxed out. That's helpful. So what I'm doing is I'm thinking who I want to pair loot up with. Classically, I've paired her up with, I think, Arter. I know that one guy. I don't think that's Ewan though. I don't know who that is. I might as well pair up with Kyle. Where's Vanessa at? That's a pair, that's a pair. Yeah, I guess I'll pair them up. Because I'll have also 4 to pair up with Kyle. I hate these freaking knights, they're so freaking slow. They don't move well. I don't even really like using them. I mean, he's probably not such a bad character, seeing that he's lightning affinity, and you never know, he could turn out really good, and that can turn him into a great knight on a horse, so yeah, I guess I'll team him up with Mulder. Alright, there we go, there's a group. And then on the third fight, I could drop someone for Colm. Maybe I'll drop Innis or something since he's already classed up. Sweet Lord, this is a long RPG. Okay, we can always buy more fire. Actually, oh yeah. I'm gonna turn the animations off for this go. This is kind of like strictly like straight up grinding. System off. One second, guys. There we go. Let's see. Looks straight to me. We got support going on. Get my voice ready. Yeah, it's alright. Okay. Chief, there's actually one thing I've been wanting to ask you for a while or talk to you about. What is that? Well, I don't mean to bring up any bad memories, but I always wondered that giant scar that runs across your face. I mean, I think it looks pretty cool, but there's got to be a story behind that. How did you get that giant scar? Ah, well, I got this little beauty mark when I was just a rookie starting out as a mercenary. Yeah, I was still pretty green at that time. But, I was young and feeling pretty good about my swordsmanship. And back then, like a lot of young guys, fighters, I had a big ego. So I didn't learn my lesson by that point. I got to a point where I thought I was so good, I was arrogant enough I could believe I beat anyone that would try to fight me. And then one day, of course, it happened. And it was nothing I was able to forget. I got slashed pretty good. What happened? It was just another battle. I've been hired on as another sword. And then I met this one guy. He was a knight from some country or another, I don't remember exactly. I had fought knights on other occasions. Hey, I'd beaten them all pretty easily. But even though he was a bit tougher, I was sure I'd defeat him in the end. Well, that's what I thought at first. But that was the first time where I ran into a guy where his strength and skill was just a little beyond me. I mean, I might as well have been using a broomstick on that fight. I remember thinking, I've been a fool this whole time. What a tiny little world I think I've been living in, thinking I'm like the best fighter around. So he ended up crushing me pretty effortlessly, to be honest with you. I'm lucky to be alive. He thought he had killed me, so that's probably, why I'm still here. I kind of played dead. And I got slashed across the face pretty good. I got this lovely scar. Oh, I see. Yeah, it was the first time I was pretty scared. First time I experienced fear as a mercenary. I thought I was going to maybe bite the big one. So he didn't buy me playing dead. And he said, "You get up and you fight me." And I lost again. And then instead of killing me, he just told me to go. I was amazed he let me live. I can't believe he let me escape. Huh. Yeah, I was pretty humiliated and ashamed. Pretty lucky to be alive. Probably had some pity for me, or I don't know what it was, but yeah, he let me go. So it was a pretty eye-opening experience, and I had to learn to try to fix some of my weaknesses and arrogance. Goes without saying, for a bit, I lost a lot of self-confidence. Yeah, I think about it a lot. So it goes to show you, Tethys, you're never going to be the best, and you always got to strive to be a better version of yourself. So I never forget that night. You probably thought I was pretty weak and pathetic in that fight. Huh. Yeah, we're all young and stupid. So the scar is something to remind me of my arrogance, youth, and stupidity. So it's good though. It serves me as a reminder. I'm glad I got humbled. Yeah, it's good that night spared your life, or else we wouldn't be talking right now. And honestly, because of that, good things happened. Kind of taught you a lesson. And taught you how to better yourself and all that. Yeah, I hear you, Tethys. Well, Chief, I'm glad you're alive. If you would have died, we wouldn't have had all these good times and conversations. And I know we're going to have a lot of joy together from this day onward. So I'm glad you're here and still exist. She kind of nudges up close to him. I'm so glad that you lived. You made many friends from then. You became such a great man, and you met me. I I also don't think that knight thought you were pathetic. He probably thought you were a great fighter and really skilled, and that's why he let you live. And he probably did that to teach you a lesson, so you'd better yourself and become a better warrior. He saw a young man with his whole life ahead of him and potential. And that's why he let you go. Yeah, you're probably right. I hear you, Tethys. You're pretty smart. Yeah, you know I am. So, we're gonna try to think on a positive light moving forward, you and me. Ha! You're so awesome. Tethys, you're such a charmer. You know, my life got a lot better after that, so you and me and the Grill Mercenaries and Erika here, we're gonna kick a lot of ass going forward. We've had hard times, but there's good times ahead of us now. I guess you could say we owe some of my success to that mercenary knight that let me live, whooped my ass and gave me that scar that day. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that happened in the end and you're alive. I'm always here to help you. So, let's go kick some ass, Eric. We're gonna be the best team. We're gonna be inspiration to other people moving forward and help them get better. And that's what leaders gotta do. Yeah. You kick ass, Tethys. Thanks. I think I'm going to sleep a little better tonight and not think of it in such a bad way or be so hard on myself. Or you really help me see things in a better perspective, Tethys. That's good. I'm really happy to hear that, Garrick. Yeah, it's good to have such a great companion as yourself. You're such a wonderful woman to love, Tethys. Any man should be so lucky. Lucky to have you around. Oh, Chief, you shouldn't have. Oh, my. Things are getting a little hot and steamy. He's like, oh baby. And they start passionately kissing. We can't start making out here on the battlefield. This isn't the place for that, baby. We'll save it for later. No one's looking. All right. Oh shit, getting busy on the battlefield. From conversations to passionately kissing to making love on the battlefield. Okay. Hey man, I'm not hating. We're just mindless stupid zombies we're grinding. You guys go for it. We got this. That's awesome. You know what, Fire Emblem 8? You're alright. Well. That was unexpected. Alright, Seer. One thing about turning the animations off is I seem to let my guard down a little bit and maybe not play as smart. Great level up, by the way. And I get $1. So with me turning the animations off, it's like I have to be extra careful not to be stupid and get myself killed. You know, that little cutscene alone kind of made this little hour and a half Fire Emblem 8 grinding episode worth it. Was that rated S for steamy? Oh my. Yeah, Kyle will probably just clean them all out. Ooh. Yeah, some of the conversations in this game, you know, it's like, I'll mention it episode per episode a lot, but some of them are okay, some of them are terrible, but I'm gonna feel free to like alter a lot of the script and story, because, not gonna lie, a lot of it isn't written the greatest, and I'll just make it my own. Get the idea of what's going on. Like the way it's written, or just like what it is. Sometimes the conversations make like zero effing sense. So I'm just gonna usually spin it to my own liking. Give me a dime. And for that, $1.25. So I went to my store earlier. So I saved some eggs, and I needed to pick up a few things, and it's cold, and I hate winter, and I don't like going out, but I did sleep okay, and I was like, oh man, I gotta go out. And I live right next to work, so it only takes like 10 minutes to get there. So I get in there, and it's just like, wow, you know, it's so weird for me because I work overnight, so I'm just not used to people and crowds of people, and it just it kind of makes me feel a little like weird or awkward. But I was in line, and there was this one lady that was super duper nice and charming and kind, and she politely insisted I go ahead of her. I didn't really care. I'm a patient person, but she's like, she said a funny line. If you say like good funny lines towards me, it's like it's hard for me to resist. So she's like, you know, there's a little spot in front of her. So she's like, it was meant to be. There's a spot for you. And I said something like, well, if it was meant to be, how could I say no? And then the nice lady that rung me up, that was a teammate. Like no one really kind of knows who I am, sort of, because I'm not there during the day a lot. But she was really nice. So I kind of left there like, you know what? Those two ladies are really nice. But I kind of tripped over myself talking, as people tend to do sometimes. I was still kind of getting up. So I tried to say something cool and smooth and nice on the way out, but I kind of tripped over my own words a little bit. You know, something like, I wanted to say something like, you nice ladies, lovely ladies, or something, have a fine evening, or I probably like tripped over myself hard, and like, you know, hopefully I didn't sound like too much like a dumbass. But that was good. Winter sucks, but we're getting there. We got another conversation here. I'm sure they're not gonna have sex on the battlefield like Eric and Tethys, but who am I to judge, you know? They're just little bit saucier, friskier people, you know? Wow, Prince, I'm always so impressed by you. Your skills are the best. You were the best before, but you're so polished now. I bet you could shoot down a drop of rain, you're so good. Ah, Vanessa, you're the best. You flatter me. My skills quite aren't where I want them to be yet, though. But hey, yourself. I noticed you improved quite a bit since the war started. Oh, thank you, my good prince. Yeah, you always make me feel so confident in battle, Vanessa. I love having you around. You're my favorite gal. Me? Oh, Prince. Oh, yeah, you. You're the most skilled knight, and it's great to have the most beautiful skilled knight at my side. I feel so secure. I can even be my best in battle when you're around. Oh, Innes. Besides, yeah? I can always sense you're trying to protect me at any cost. Be near me and just be the greatest partner. Normally, normally I don't need any help, ever. But you're the exception. I like having you around. I'm so grateful to have you, Vanessa. Oh, I can never thank you enough, Innes. It's my duty to protect you at any cost, my dear prince. Ah, your duty. Get out of here, Vanessa. You can stop it now. We don't need to have the charade anymore. They know we're a couple now. And you don't have to be crazy and risk your life for me. I know that you're unstoppable, or we're unstoppable as a team when we're together. Yeah, they'll have to use a spatula to peel me off your side. We're gonna kick everyone's ass. You're the best. Alright, that was a little more short and sweet. I guess the I love you forever and I'm gonna marry you is like the A conversation. So I guess if anything, I'm support grinding. Yeah? Yeah? No, these guys are about to hit their A conversation. But they're more like, he's more like a big brother to her or something. You know what I can do? I can grind Tethys up. Oh, they did have their A conversation. That is why they had sex on the battlefield and couldn't resist it any longer. Okay, because that was their A conversation. Yeah, so... Get you. I did not know that this episode here was going to be so hot and steamy. How was I to know? How was I to know the air of love would be so thick in this episode here of Fire Emblem 8? Might as well get their A conversation done, right? It's gotta happen any second now. Here we go. Second, pardon me. Alright. Whew! What a fight. Hey, how are you holding up, Luke? Oh, no problem, Kyle. Easy. I could keep this up all day. They're all bitches compared to me. Yeah, that's right. I hear that. Just be careful, Luke. You're vital to our strategy of the best team out here. Team Kyle and Loot. Team Power Magic. That's right. Don't worry. If anything, I'm more worried about you. There's no one better than Loot the Great. I don't care how many people want to hate. Yeah, I agree. This battle would be so much harder without you along. You're kind of like the greatest fighter I've ever seen. And the smartest person I've ever seen. This might seem forward, but what else do you like to do other than the hobbies you've described? Well, other than a student of magic, and then she goes on to other stuff. I do this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. And I guess they just have a long, hearty conversation. They get to know each other really good. So they bond a lot. So then, after some time, he's like, wow, Loot, I can't believe that you're good at so much. And you're so skilled at so much when there's only so much time in the day. So it's like, wow, you're the most multi-talented person I've ever seen. Any other hobbies that like don't really involve like something academic or studying or hobbies? Well, you know, a lot of my time's used up, so yeah, I understand. What I like to do is I like to collect figurines. I like animals a lot, so I collect these figurines of different animals, and I have a display that I'm building. It's cool. I got a collection of it back home in Rennes, and I like to collect other stuff. So, what about you? You like collecting stuff? Does Monk watching count? You know, Arthur, I had to watch over his ass for the longest time until we met up, so he didn't get killed. Monk watching. That's funny. Do you have any favorite foods you like, Lou? Maybe I could get you something here soon to say thanks for being the most kick-ass partner anyone could have. Well, I like different types of curries. You know, you got red curry, you got your yellow curries. I know it sounds a little weird, but sometimes I even eat weird stuff. Like dried toad. What? Dried toad? Girl, you're crazy. That's cool though. So, you're a good cook too? Nah, not really. I don't cook much. But if I guess I wanted to do it, I bet I'd be good at it. I mean, usually I have people hook me up with food, and if I want to roast something, you know, I can use the fire magic I have. Oh, that's awesome. I never get bored talking to you, Lou. You're the coolest gal. You're refreshing, so I hope we stay friends after this. It feels like you're like the best friend, daughter, girl best friend that I would always want, like the perfect cool sister or something. Really? That's cool, Kyle. Thanks. You know, like I said, usually my personality, I don't mix well with a lot of people, and I'm not very patient with a lot of people, but you're cool. You're pretty chill. You know, I like talking to you too. You're cool. So sure, of course, we'll stay in contact. Thanks, Luke. So, anytime you want to come visit me after the war is over, you can always do so in Rennes, meet my friends and family. Yeah, sure, why not? I got no objections. That's cool. Well, we'll get through the war first, but we'll just focus on being the best team possible. Thanks for your friendship, Luke. You got it, Kyle. And she kind of gives him a hug. Aww. I'm so glad to have you with us, Luke. You're the coolest gal I've ever seen in my life. You got it, Kyle. Right on. So they're friends forever. There we go. We got some good supports going on. Careful with swords. Where's that sorcery at? It's up there. Get you. Well, I do have to kind of go to work early, so I know it's kind of ridiculous. You know, it's a super short installment, but I got 3 beefy conversations that made me laugh, so I'll save it for now. This might be the shortest episode, but at least wanted to kind of get up here a little bit. At least I got a head start getting to the 2nd floor, and I kind of had a hoot with those conversations. But as it turns out, I kind of started a little late, so I'm going to get ready and just get my butt into work tonight. But I'll probably be back tomorrow, if not Wednesday night. So you guys take care. I'm going to suspend it for now. It's a little short 40-minute episode. C'est la vie. Okie dokie. Well, I'll be back.